Welcome Sagittarius to your mid-July reading. This is going to be relevant from mid-July to the end of July. We are going to go ahead and see all the possible energies and messages coming through for you over this time. Sagittarius, I'm going to start off by looking at the first row as the possible energy beginning this period. The second row is going to be the area you should focus on. The third row are your possible challenges, if any. The fourth row are messages and advice from Spirit. And finally, the fifth row is the possible outcome of the month. Sagittarius, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. We're going to start off over here with Nine of Wands, and I'm just going to get your clarifier. So we want to see now what this Nine of Wands energy is for Sagittarius, please. The King of Swords. What I'm seeing for you as we go into mid-July is that there might be a certain area of your life which is exhausting you, Sagittarius. This could be dealing with a complicated person or a very challenging situation, and every day you feel like you've got to put so much time and so much effort into it, whether it's dealing with a very difficult boss or a jealous colleague or your significant other. You could be going through a period where you are arguing and bickering a lot. Whatever this is for you, my dear Sagittarius, what we see is that you are coming through as King of Swords. It does not matter if you're masculine or feminine, it's the energy of King of Swords I am speaking about. Spirit is asking you, my dear Sagittarius, to work with King of Swords energy when it comes to this particular situation, because King of Swords is going to look at the situation for exactly what it is, Sagittarius. King of Swords is able to put his emotions to the side and look at what he has to deal with. What is the best way to sort out this negative energy from a colleague or a significant other or a friend? King of Swords is going to look at it and say, right, this is what I can do, this is what I can't do, and he's going to set about doing it. So my dear Sagittarius, for example, if this is a colleague at work who is giving you an extremely difficult time, whatever you say, they do the complete opposite. Whatever you suggest, they reject. This would be the energy of you now harnessing our King of Swords energy and just confronting the situation in a very calm, logical and practical way. Maybe you call this colleague aside, you sit down and say, right, let's discuss what the matter is here. What is actually at the core of your behavior? Because we cannot continue like this. We have to work together. Ultimately, we have to get a positive outcome here. Can you now just let me know what is causing you to behave this way so that we can discuss it, thrash it out, and move on? Now, of course, this is going to come through very differently for everybody. But what we see is that you are getting to the bottom of it quickly and swiftly so that it is something that is sorted out within days and you're able to move on. Let's move on now and see what the Hermit is all about. That is sitting in the area you should focus on. So we want to see now what this Hermit energy is for Sagittarius, please. The Eight of Cups. Sagittarius, what we are seeing here with the Hermit and the Eight of Cups could very well relate to whatever the situation is. And you are being asked, my dear Sagittarius, to look at this situation closely. What is happening here? Is this something that you can rectify and sort out? Is this something, my dear Sagittarius, that you have been living with for the longest time and there's been no change no matter what you have done? It's time to look at this seriously and go deep. And the Eight of Cups is telling us in no uncertain terms, my dear Sagittarius, you need to move away from whatever this is. You need to walk away from it. So whether you walk away from it, where you have found a resolution, or whether you choose to walk away from it because you cannot find a resolution, you, my dear Sagittarius, are unable to stay in this position, and you have to focus now on doing what is right and is best for you. So, my dear Sagittarius, if this is you and your significant other going through an incredibly challenging time where you cannot agree on the most simplest thing, and it's been going on for weeks, Sagittarius, this energy is telling you, go deep now, my dear Sagittarius. Use that hermit energy. Really look at what is going on. What is the core problem here? Is this a fundamental issue, or is it just a bad patch you're going through? Speak to your partner. Are they forthcoming? Do they want to work with you in rectifying and finding a solution to the situation? Or are they just making life exceptionally complicated for you? Get your answer, get your insight, and take action. And that, my dear Sagittarius, is what you focus on. Let's move on now and see what the Knight of Wands is all about that is sitting in your possible challenges. So we want to see now what this Knight of Wands energy is for Sagittarius, please. Three of Cups. My dearest Sagittarius, I do not see any big problems coming up for you for the second half of July. As a matter of fact, I'm seeing here the complete opposite energy. Knight of Wands is telling me in no uncertain terms, you, my dear Sagittarius, are going to find the best result for this situation, and you're going to sort it out. As you can see here, we've got our Knight with a very happy and satisfied look on his face. And this is the energy. You are going to feel, my dearest Sagittarius, as soon as you address this, take control of it and find your Eight of Cups energy out of it in whatever solution you come up with. You're free now, Sagittarius. You are able to move forward, and we see that you are now galloping into the future. Now, you have released this energy, and you know, my dear Sagittarius, Nine of Wands energy can really weigh us down. If you are struggling with somebody, or if you're struggling in a situation and there's no end in sight, it depletes us of all our energy. We are fatigued, we can't come up with ideas, we don't want to do anything, we don't want to go anywhere. But as soon as you sort it out, my gosh, my dear Sagittarius, there is no holding you back. As you can see here, our Knight of Wands is holding up this wand of infinite possibility. What I'm seeing for you, Sagittarius, it's as though somebody has switched on the light. You're able now to re-look at your plans, re-look at your ideas. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? What do you want to implement? Do you want to change jobs? Do you want to start your own business? Do you want to move? Do you want to now take your relationship to the next level? Obviously, my dear Sagittarius, whatever the outcome is going to dictate the way you move forward. But whatever it is, my gosh, you are happy about it, you are excited about it, and we see that in this period, you are already moving forward. Three of Cups is telling me, my dearest Sagittarius, you have nothing to worry about. However this is turning out for you, you're going to have the energy of wanting to rejoice because you're getting out of Nine of Wands, and you are so inspired and invigorated on how you can now move forward. I see you, my dear Sagittarius, celebrating. If it's with your family, your friends, your colleagues, your boss, your business partner, there might have been a very difficult period. It releases, and now it's like, come on, we've got lots of reasons to celebrate. Let's get together and have a great time. So, Sagittarius, this is incredibly positive and exciting energy to look forward to. Let us move on now and see what Spirit wants to share with you, and I'm just going to clarify the Wheel of Fortune. So we want to see now what the Wheel of Fortune is all about for Sagittarius, please. the Two of Pentacles. Sagittarius, Spirit is indeed confirming for us a very big change as the Wheel of Fortune comes into play for you. And when we have the Wheel of Fortune, we know that there's a big change and a big shift coming, and it's in your favor. And for you, my dear Sagittarius, it's getting out of Nine of Wands, finding the light, and then encapsulating our Knight of Wands energy and moving inspiredly into the future. As you move into the future, Spirit wants you to know you're going to be very busy. So these next 2 weeks coming up, my dear Sagittarius, I do feel you're going to have a lot on the go. You know, when we are able, Sagittarius, to put all our creative ideas and plans into action, after being in a period where we had to really stand strong and defend ourselves, defend our positions and point of view, and then it's like somebody just opens the gateway. My gosh, please expect to be incredibly busy, going places, meeting people, researching new ideas. It's a very exciting time. And as I mentioned, this change is meant for you because it's Spirit confirming it for us, and it's in your favor. Lots here to look forward to, Sagittarius. Let us move on now and see what the possible outcome of the month is, and I'm just going to clarify Death. Right, let us see now what this Death energy is for Sagittarius, please. The Knight of Cups. My dear Sagittarius, with 8 of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and Death coming in here, we must accept now that there is a very big and a very final ending coming. And it is in this area for you. It's over, my dear Sagittarius. All that energy of fatigue, having to protect yourself, having to defend yourself, being involved in conflict and arguments and any kind of struggle, it is over. And with the Death coming out here, it tells us it's over for good. So this situation is not going to rear its head again. If this is the energy of your boss treating you incredibly badly, either you will find a way forward with your boss or you will simply walk away. You will never go back to that energy of being disrespected and humiliated in any way. It's finished. This is a finality. And what I love to see here for you, my dear Sagittarius, is the Knight of Cups, because we now know that as you find your new road forward and you're moving ahead and you're excited and you're full of anticipation, you, my dear Sagittarius, can expect something quite exciting and new come your way. So this could be, my dear Sagittarius, if you decide, say, to leave a job, Knight of Cups could be the energy of hearing great news about a new possible job. If this is the energy, my dear Sagittarius, of deciding, that's it, I cannot stay in this apartment any longer, my neighbors are toxic and making me incredibly unhappy, Knight of Cups is the energy. You're going to hear a wonderful possibility of where you can move in the very near future. Whatever you are leaving behind, please know it's happening in your best and highest good. It's going to give you that kind of inspiration, that kind of happiness. You're going to want to celebrate, and you're going to be hearing very positive and good news. Right, let us move on now and get a message from your spirit animal for the rest of July. Right, let us see now what Sagittarius' spirit animal would like to share with them, please. And you have got number 43, Owl Spirit, you see clearly now. The number 43 is your lucky number for the rest of July. So any combination or variation of the numbers 4 and 3, please consider very auspicious. The owl is your spirit animal, so wherever the owl comes up, this too is a blessed sign. And your message is, you see clearly now. And this energy of seeing clearly now is very connected to our hermit energy, When you go deep, you go within and you look for the light. You look for the best possible solution out of this energy, working with our King of Swords traits, that you release yourself out of it. And my dear Sagittarius, there is no looking back. This is now over for good, and you now can just focus on all the good and exciting energy coming in. So that is all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the most wonderful rest of July, and I am sending you all so much love.